again, my friends, and let me say welcome again to another edition of John's Sports Corner on the Sosofat Media Network. Again, I'm going to remind you that this program is taking off like a rocket. And for those of you who are on board early, you'll be able to talk about it to the latecomers. And for those who would like to get on board and sponsor this program, the bidding is open. We are open to take bids to sponsor John's Sports Corner. And we are looking for long-term contracts if you come to bid on this platform. And you might get a deal when you come early and establish a long-term contract. So again, let me say thank you for tuning in. Spread the word. Tell your friends that we have a sports platform that summarizes, analyzes, and presents the news relative to sports in our Caribbean community, in our diaspora community, and how we are performing worldwide on the sports stage. So again, I say, John, welcome to your channel, John's Sports Corner on the Sosofat Media Network.
Thank you so much, Trevor. Once again, folks, a very good afternoon. And as Trevor said, welcome to John's Sports Corner here on the Sosofat Media Network platform. Good afternoon. Welcome again. But let me remind you before we talk sports, you can go to Winner Circle Sports in the Sosofat shop.
Yeah.
And get merchandise of your choice that's there, including the great Jamaican coffee. They call it Blue Mountain. There is no other coffee like Blue Mountain.
I call it Gold Mountain.
And the aroma alone when you're brewing it is something to really smell. I won't say behold, to smell. So folks, you know, as I say, go to the Winner Circle Sports in the Sosofat shop and get your merchandise that's there. Again, let me repeat, this is October.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know, the dopey month.
Halloween.
They call it Halloween. But next month is Thanksgiving and then Christmas.
Yes.
So you can go to Sosofat shop and find something on you. You know, it might be an unusual Christmas gift. The coffee, for instance. You might have family or friends in Canada. When last have they even smelled Blue Mountain coffee? Send a couple packets of Blue Mountain coffee for Christmas for them.
But
They'll appreciate it.
But you know, John, you know many Jamaicans over here who have not drunk a cup of Blue Mountain coffee in a long time.
That's another story. And I mentioned Canada because quite recently, you know, I sent a package of tamarind balls. Can you imagine, Trevor? My niece said, Uncle, I have not eaten a tamarind ball since I left Jamaica in 1980 something.
Okay.
So I went and I packed up some tamarind balls and sent for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you know, so folks, you know, you never know what you will find in the Sosofat shop.
Right.
But let's talk sports first. Birthdays. Yesterday, former West Indies cricketer out of Trinidad, Stephen Camacho, celebrated birthday. Out of Japan, tennis great Naomi Osaka celebrated a birthday. And reggae girl Tiffany Cameron celebrated a birthday today. Christiana Williams, young athlete out of Jamaica, celebrates a birthday. And former great Indian cricketer, spinner, Anil Kumble celebrates today. Tomorrow, Clive Pullin, a Jamaican athlete, Carrie Ross, another Jamaican athlete, and Rochelle Clayton celebrates birthdays. And on Saturday, a good friend of mine, former Reggae Girls coach also, Lorne Donaldson, he
Okay.
celebrates a birthday come Saturday.
Okay.
Let's start with some track and field. Grand Slam track has signed Jamaican Olympians Akira Nugent and Rashawn Clark. They will now compete in all 4 Grand Slam events in 2025.
Ooh.
Grand Slam track was launched earlier this year by 4-time U.S. Olympian Michael Johnson.
Okay.
St. Lucia's 100-meter Olympic gold medalist, we keep on talking about her. She's such a darling. Julian
Oh,
Alfred
yes.
says she needs to improve her core strength for the 2025 season with the hope of improving her 200 meters. I am truly looking forward to the 2025 track and field season, hoping, of course, that Elaine Thompson-Herah returns to full fitness
Oh, yes.
and not only Elaine Thompson-Herah, but a last hurrah for Shelley and Fraser Price if she gets over her knee injury. And certainly not to forget the young gun coming up now, Tia Clayton. World Athletics field athlete nominations are out, and Jamaica's Olympic discus gold medalist Roger Stoner is not among the 5 male nominees.
Oh.
The male nominees are U.S. shot putter Ryan Cruiser, Swedish pole vaulter Mondo Duplantis, Spain triple jumper Jordan Alejandro, Canadian hammer thrower Ethan Katzberg, and Greek long jumper Miltiadis Tentoglou. I hope I got that right.
So we don't have a colored man in the old top 5?
Maybe the Greek. Did Hannibal pass through Greece? Anyway, on the women's side now, there are 2 athletes from the U.S., discus thrower Valerie Allman and long jumper Tara Davis-Woodall, Australian pole vaulter Nina Kennedy, Ukrainian high jumper Yaroslava Mahulchik, and Belgian heptathlete Nafasatu Thiam. World of Cricket ICC Women's 2020 World Cup. South Africa women upset Australia by 8 wickets in the semi-final earlier today. Their first win over Australia in 8 games. Australia 134 for 5 from 20 overs. Beth Mooney 44. Ayabonga Kaka 2 for 24 from 4 overs. South Africa 135 for 2 from 17.2 overs. Anneke Bosch 74 not out. Laura Woolvard 42. Annabelle Sutherland 2 for 26 from 4 overs. You know what was so nice to see, Lord Trevor? Black and white players hugging and celebrating. And I said to myself, it is such a pity that this is not what our true society is like. Even here in the US, you see Super Bowl and you see World Series and the players hugging and celebrating after they win a championship.
Yes, but you know, cricket has always been a gentleman or a gentlewoman sport, you know, John.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, but you see the same kind of celebration.
Apart from a bouncer or two.
You know, yeah. But as I said, you see the same kind of celebration here in the US in Super Bowl and in World Series baseball when championship teams win.
Yes.
So, you know, I don't know why this kind of celebration for each other and love is so missing from our society in general?
Well, there are a couple of reasons why. The fact that bad news sells faster than good news.
Yeah.
Because you hardly see any good news on the front page, but every time something bad happens, it occupies the front page of our papers. So, you know,
Some players blew it up.
yes. You know,
You know?
if they don't blow it up, then it seems like nobody sees it or is interested. They have to make something far more extreme to capture people's attention. If it's just normal, then it's normal.
Yeah.
I mean, you fight, for example, that when a dog bites you, I just talk about the fact that the dog bites you. Nobody paying your mind. But when you tell them that you bite back the dog, you know, then animal cruelty, cruelty.
Cruelty to dumb animals. Yep. Anyway, Trevor, in the West Indies, women broke a 13-game losing streak against England women by defeating them by 6 wickets to advance to tomorrow's semi-final against New Zealand.
Did you say 13 game?
A 13-game
Losing streak?
losing streak.
I think Eds are going to roll in England.
You know, England 141 for 7 from 20 overs. Nat Shriver Brunt, 57 not out. Heather Knight, 27, retired hurt. Affy Fletcher, 3 for 21 from 4 overs. Hayley Matthews, 2 for 35 from 4 overs. West Indies 144 for 4 from 18 overs. Kiana Joseph, 52. Hayley Matthews got 50. Yeah, and again, West Indies women, they'll play New Zealand tomorrow in the semi-final.
Well,
And you beat New Zealand, and you will be facing South Africa. Now, South Africa beat them in the preliminary round in their very first game. But since then, West Indies have won, what, 3 in a row?
So you're on a winning streak.
Yes.
Okay.
West Indies men were soundly beaten by Sri Lanka earlier today, game 3 of their 3-game 2020 series. Sri Lanka winning by 9 wickets to clinch the series 2-1. West Indies 162 for 8 from 20 overs. Rahman Powell 37, Gudakesh Moti 32, Winandu Hasaranga 2 for 24 from 4 overs. Mahesh Thikshana 2 for 19 from 3 overs. Sri Lanka 166 for the loss of 1 wicket from 18 overs. Kusal Mendes 68 not out. Kusal Pereira 55 not out.
So how does Sri Lanka rank in comparison to the West Indies on the
in one-day cricket in 2020? I think they were ranked 8th and West Indies 3rd, but after the series, that is going to change.
That is why I asked that question, because you would have figured that Sri Lanka should have been an easy run over when they are 5 rungs down the ladder behind you.
West Indies run up against some spinners. And we're not talking those things you put in the soup.
Okay.
But that they weren't handling quite well in games 2 and 3. West Indies won the first game, but lost game 2 and game 3. So,
okay.
That series now turns to the one-day international, which 3 games will be played in Palakelly. And just for folks again, the West Indies squad for the one-day series is Shea Hope captain, Alzari Joseph vice captain, Jewel Andrew, the young 17-year-old wicketkeeper batsman out of Antigua, Ali Cathanes, Kishikati, Roston Chase, Matthew Ford, Shamar Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Gudakesh Moti, Sherfane Rutherford, Jaden Seals, Romario Shepherd, and Hayden Walsh Jr. Of course, again, head coach is Darren Sammy. Team manager is Raul Lewis.
But John, you said the wicketkeeper is 17 years old.
Yes, a youngster.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's unusual, isn't it? I mean,
Yes, unusual for West Indies to be giving a youngster a break like that.
yeah. Mm.
Although, don't forget that Sir Garfield Sobers made his debut at 17 too.
Okay.
And you see where Sir Garfield,
Okay.
because Sir Garfield came in to replace Alfred Valentine
And
at the
never
time.
went
Yeah. And you see the kind of career that Sir Garfield Sobers had over the years.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
This one hard to fathom though, Trevor. But New Zealand bowled out India for 46 runs in the first innings of their first test at Bengaluru.
Hold on. Bowled out India for how many runs?
46. And this is a team with guys like Kohli and, that's it.
But India rank among the first 5 in the world.
Is that number one?
Well, I was trying to be generous.
Interesting though to see what happens in the second innings. But Richard Pant was the top scorer with 20. Matt Henry picked up 5 for 15, and William O'Rourke 4 for 22. New Zealand 180 for 3 at stumps. Devon Conway got 91, and William Young 33. World of Football CONCACAF Nations League results. Jamaica Senior Reggae Boys closed out the Group B CONCACAF Nations League campaign with a 0-0 stalemate against Honduras in the office. Of course, that's Jamaica's national stadium. Both teams will now join the USA, Panama, Mexico, and Canada in the knockout round.
Hold on. So both teams never scored any goals in the last game. And both teams are advancing.
Yeah, because they went into that game first and second in the group.
Okay.
And so they remain first and second after the that 0-0 stalemate.
Okay.
Yeah. Cuba 3-1, Trinidad and Tobago 3-1 over Cuba. The win secured a spot for the Soca Warriors in the preliminary round of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. The matchups for the CONCACAF Nations League quarterfinals, the USA plays Jamaica November 14th and 18th. I think the first game on the 14th is in Jamaica, and then Jamaica travels to the US for the 18th game. Panama takes on Costa Rica, also November 14th and 18th. Mexico takes on Honduras, November 15th and 19th. And Canada plays Suriname, also November 15th and 19th. Want to mention again, Jamaica Heroes Day celebrations coming up next weekend, the weekend of the 21st of October. And as usual, it means it's time for another celebration of the Masters and Celebrities Bell Zadie Football Classic, orchestrated by one Mr. Clive Busy Campbell. This year's celebration will take place at Windsor Park, of course, as St. George's College Field. And 4 icons from Jamaica's 1998 World Cup qualifying campaign are among the honorees. They are Walter Boyd, Ian Pepe Goodison, Linval Dixon, and Theodore Tapper Whitmore.
Yeah, Theodore Whitmore.
Also among the honorees is Manley Burrows, the 1998 Reggae Boys bus driver.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the Buju song, driver, don't stop at all. Yeah. More football news. Schoolboy football in Jamaica. The Costa Cup. They're in the playoff round now. Ocho Rios and Black River in a 0-0 stalemate. Malden and Brownstown in a 1-1 stalemate.
Okay.
Garvey Macero 1-0 over Christiana. Happy Grove 3-2 over Homewood.
Okay.
Manchester 1-0 over Mannings. St. Elizabeth Technical 2-0 over William Nib. Paul Bogle 3-0 over Titchfield.
Oh.
Cornwall and Kempshill in a 1-1 stalemate. And McGrath 8-1 over St. Mary's High. Manning Cup, Charlie Smith 4-0 over Tarrant High. St. Andrew Technical, no mercy rule here, Trevor, 18-1 over Kingston Technical High School.
No, that's illegal.
You know, Calabar 4-1 over Vauxhall. Ascot High 4-2 over Pembroke Hall. And Camperdown 4-0 over Haile Selassie. Jamaica Premier League, you know, last weekend was international dates, and so there was no Premier League, but Premier League resumed yesterday in Jamaica, and the scores are Portmore 2-1 over Harborview, Chapelton Maroons 2-0 over Humble Lion, Waterhouse 2-1 over Vere United, Montego Bay United 4-0 over Mullins United, and Arnett Gardens and Mount Pleasant in a 1-1 stalemate. The Dunbeholden Tivoli game and the Racing Cavalier games were postponed. Jamaica under-17 Reggae Girls drawn in Group E for the round 1 of the CONCACAF under-17 women's qualifiers, along with Nicaragua and St. Kitts and Nevis. The first round is set to kick off January 2025. And take a look at UEFA Nations League across the pond. Poland and Croatia in a 3-3 stalemate. Scotland and Portugal in a 0-0 stalemate. Northern Ireland 5-0 over Bulgaria, Spain 3-0 over Serbia, Switzerland and Denmark in a 2-2 stalemate. And we go further across the pond to the African Nations Cup, where Morocco defeated Central Africa 4-0, Egypt over Mauritania 1-0, Sudan 2-0 over Ghana, Zambia 1-0 over Chad, Sierra Leone by the same score over Ivory Coast, Guinea 3-0 over Ethiopia, Senegal 1-0 over Malawi, and Congo and South Africa in a 1-1 stalemate. More football, South American World Cup qualifiers, Paraguay 2-1 over Venezuela, Uruguay and Ecuador in a 0-0 stalemate, Argentina 6-0 over Bolivia, and Brazil 4-0 over Peru.
Clean sheets, huh?
Now, there's a report making the rounds that Sir Alex Ferguson is about to step down as Manchester United's club ambassador. While manager of Manchester United, Sir Alex won 13 English Premier League titles and 28 major trophies, including the triple in 1999, where he won the Premier League, the Champions League, and the FA Cup. He managed the team from 1986 to 2013.
Wow.
And finally, some rugby news. Wales defeated Jamaica Reggae Warriors 22-16 in a rain-drenched International Rugby League match yesterday at the Knoll in Neath. Of course, that's in Wales. The Warriors got off. They were leading 10-0, Trevor, but couldn't hold on hold it as Wales took advantage of the wet conditions in the second half, and they came from behind to defeat the Warriors 22-16. The Warriors now go on to Canada, where they have a game October 17th. And folks, that's where we put a wrap or draw stumps on John Sports Corner on Sosofat Media Network for this afternoon. Remember, however, to go to the Winner Circle store in the Sosofat shop and pick up merchandise of your choice, as well as the great Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. Folks, enjoy the rest of the week and the weekend.
Thank you so much, John. And again, let me just have some breaking news that you can go to John Sports Corner and listening, just eavesdrop on Michael Chambers as he has a in-depth conversation about cricket, the Hall of Fame, and mind power, John.
Yep.
Okay. Did you finish?
Yep.
Did you finish reading that book as yet, John?
To be very honest, no. But I have it here. There you go, folks.
Okay.
Mind power.
And let me also invite you to visit www.sosofat.com or go to sosofat.com to John Sports Corner and pick up on Les Chambers as we have an in-depth discussion also about his book, John.
Yeah.
I want to ask you if you finished reading that one as yet, John.
No, man, I read that.
Oh, you did?
I read that because I told Len, that I want to finish reading it before I got him on.
Okay.
So I read it, and that's why we talked.
Okay. And also, breaking news. We ask you to tune in also to sosofat.com, go to Sosofat TV, John Sports Corner, and listen to an interesting conversation with Dale Brown, Secretary of the Hall of Fame, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honorary Secretary, Cricket Hall of Fame, and of course, statistician. Dale knows quite a bit about sports because he's a journalist, basically. So he does a lot of in-depth study in sports, not only cricket, but track and field and football.
Okay, well, again,
that's soccer. Soccer. Let me clarify.
Yes,
not football. Yes. Soccer.
So again, let me thank you for tuning in. And again, we have some exciting news coming up down the road. So please tell your friend to tell a friend to share to a friend that John Sports Corner is tearing up LinkedIn. It's the leading view getter up there, and it's trending. Cricket is running rampant now as a major trend on social media. So again, let me thank you. And remember, 24/7, 365, we don't take time off on John Sports Corner. And if you missed last week's episode, it is right there waiting for you. So please stay tuned. And again, thank you so much for tuning in to John Sports Corner on the Sosofat Media Network.